Okay, hi you guys, it's me Giovanni and I'm back with another video, and this video is going to be kind of different. It's basically talking like advice kind of distorted to speak, but you know, it's just real talk. We talking, this is everyday problems, and I see this not only in my personal life such as family members, but other people on social media and everything. So this particular topic I've seen a couple of close family members deal with, and I'm just so sick and I can't say tired, but it's the same thing over and over. You know, like how you tell somebody, like they come to you for advice, or you give all this advice and then they don't take it and they end up doing the same thing over and over again. So it's just annoying. But this particular topic is knowing your self-worth, knowing you have to love you before anybody else. Like you can't give anybody else love if you can't love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you sit up here and say you love this guy and you doing all of this, but you have low self-esteem, you don't love yourself at all? It makes no sense. Okay, so let me just give you an example. I have a younger cousin. She's 20. She has one child. She's pregnant with another one. And the guy that she is currently with is basically a bum ass dude. Like, he does nothing. He has no job, no car, no license. He stays with her, bums off her. She buys his alcohol, cigarettes, weed, I mean everything. So she's basically supporting. She lost her job. So 2 grown people, no income, 1 kid, another one on the way. Really? Okay. So it just pisses me off. Yeah. So they keep on and off again, breaking up relationship. But this is my thing. Okay, he's calling her every name in the book: bitches, hoes, sluts, you ugly, you fucking you blah blah blah. He's going around telling people that you gave him a STD when he knows you didn't, because he the only person you sleeping with. I'm just saying, like, that type of stuff. He don't respect your mama, call your mama out your name. He disrespects your little girl, put his hands on her. Like, what type of, like, at what point is enough? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, fine. If you can't do this for yourself, you see he's disrespecting you, but your child, he's putting his hands on your child, he's disrespecting your mama. Like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna be, me being the type of person I am today at 25 years old, hell, be back at 18. There's no way a dude can cuss me out. He's not a man. He's a little boy, number one. There's no way he gonna disrespect me, first of all, in my house that I pay bills that you don't even contribute to, and you sit on your ass all day and you want me to do what? You're not gonna disrespect me. You damn sure is not gonna disrespect my mama in front of my face. And I'm just gonna sit there and let you disrespect my mama without going upside your head or telling you can walk your motherfucking ass home? No, sir. And number 3, you damn sure is not gonna put your hands on my child, and you're not gonna call her no bees, no bald-headed bees. I don't care. It ain't yours. If a guy can't accept your child and love your child and why you with him? I mean, it's just so much that plays into the situation. Number 1, you had no self-esteem. You had none from the get-go before you even met him. You just You know the type of females that just talk to any and everybody because they feel like they have to have a dude to validate them to say they're beautiful. Oh, he say I'm beautiful. He loves me. He only wants one thing, boo. And once he get it, he gone. Like, I don't understand how some females operate. And I mean, you can give them all of it. You come running. I don't want to hear the shit. You have to find out when is enough enough. Like, if you can't do it for yourself, do it for your child. Because it's a little girl. That's what she's going to grow up around. It's not her dad. Like, you have to put your foot down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do it. You doors are not going to do it in my house. You don't pay no bills here. Number one, he shouldn't be even in your house. Just saying. And then for him, for that environment, you're going to bring another child, his child, into the mix of already messed up dysfunctional relationship household, and you think it's going to make everything okay? Like, you taking up for this guy, he hitting your child. Oh, she's born in out proportion. No, boo, she's not. When it comes to a point of kids don't, you know, I can't say they don't lie, but what kid is going to lie about somebody hitting them and talking to them some type of way? Don't no kid just sit there out of the blue and say, oh, I don't like such and such because he hits me and he talks to me this way. No kid do that. Like, come on now. I don't understand. And not just to put her situation out there. She's not going to watch the video anyway. She don't even know how to make videos. But it's a particular situation, and there's a lot of females that find themselves in this type of situation. And I understand, you know, to a certain degree, my heart goes out, but it doesn't. I mean, this may sound harsh, but it's tough love. Like, you don't need nobody sugarcoating it. People, no, there's no sugarcoat in what's going on. I mean, you need that tough love for somebody to tell you this is not right. Why are you with this guy? He's not doing nothing for you. If he's putting his hands on you, your child, disrespecting you, even if it's not physical, it's mental, that's still abuse. Like, there's no way you should be able to put up with that. Your child shouldn't be able to see the kids, none of that. Nobody needs to be in that household for someone to just sit there and argue and fuss and fight all the time. I mean, you know, if you grew up in that type of environment, that's the type of stuff you stray away from because you don't want your kids experiencing that. Why would you bring that into a household? I don't understand. I don't get it. You have to love yourself. If you can't find the strength enough to love yourself for you, do it for your damn children. That's your motivation right there. You have to be comfortable enough to where if this guy, which he has done plenty of times, walks out of your life, say, I don't want nothing to do with you, well, you don't fall to pieces because you don't have the guy. And you should stick to your grounds when you say, I don't want to deal with you no more. I don't want you in my life. This is type of stuff. We got a child together, so what? If it ain't about the child, it's not there. Like, you have to stick to your grounds. And you can't sway or change your mind and a couple days later he's back in your house. Because where I stay at, I see it all the time. Like, these people have these big brawls out in the neighborhood. They fussing and fighting. They get your, you know, whatever, carrying on like they shouldn't be carrying on. Like it's some type of movie, or this is not Jerry Springer. I'm just saying. And then a couple days later, he got you looking stupid because he all up in your house sitting around, and all of that was a show for who? Nobody. You're not fooling nobody but yourself, because everybody knows he's going to be back. And until you have had enough, then there's nothing nobody can do. You can go to family members, you can go to friends, you can call the police, do whatever. Police can only do so much. If you're not going to press charges, or even if you do press charges, you get a restraining order and he eases his way back on in there. If you don't take the restraining order full effect and seriously, there is no purpose to that. And I know this sounds like I'm just attacking, but it's not. Like, I'm so sick of women not appreciating themselves. Like, you have to learn to love yourself. I cannot repeat this enough. You are your own worst critic. Nobody should be able to beat you down. Nobody. Verbally, damn sure not physically. Never, never. And I know this is going to be like, oh, well, you can't say you've never been in that situation. No, I have not physically had someone put their hands on me. But whenever I'm dating someone or getting to know someone, I let them know up front. First time you ever, if you attempt to look like you're going to raise your hand at me, that's when you're out the door. And probably not before I whoop your ass myself. Don't act like you finna, what? I hope you raising your hand or stretching or something, because if you swinging it back to hit me, might be your last swing. I'm just saying. Like, you have to lay those lines out from the get-go. If a guy knows that he can take it, that you don't, like, as long as you, guys know, and they prey on weak, well, I'm not gonna say weak, vulnerable females. They know when a female is vulnerable. They know when a female has low self-esteem, because that's the type of females they want, because they know that they can go do whatever the fuck they want to do. Not all guys, some guys. They know that they can do whatever they want to do and come back. You might bitch about it at first, you might nag about it, but as long as you content with, oh, I got me a man, honey, I don't care what he do, blah blah, and he coming home to me, that's a load of crap if I ever heard it. I don't know who came up with this. I don't care what he do, but he coming home to me. Where his home at? His home is anywhere he lays his head, boo. Because you might not be the only one. And the main bitch and the side bitch, if you a main means there's some people on the side. You already know there's some people on the side. The main one is just where he established himself for the moment. It's not like you're the one and only where ain't nobody else. You know ain't nobody else. But you know he's out doing whatever, going to whoever's house, and then you get mad at the female, which I don't understand. But when it's really him, they only do what you allow them to do. There has to be some type of boundaries. Set it from the get-go. I haven't been in anything physical, but there was a point in my marriage, when I was married, to where it didn't get physical, but it was more emotional or mental, like fucking with me. And trust, I put a stop to that fast. Not like it didn't, okay, it hurt, you might have cried for one or two, but you only allow what he wants to. When you cut that off at the head, it's not too much they can do. What can they do about it? Too much of nothing, right? Exactly. So when we as women, and I say we because we as a whole, if you see someone going through this, or you know someone going through this, help them out. Give them that tough love. Don't sugarcoat it. It was, oh, well, you know, it's just for the moment. No. Tell them the truth. And they can be mad at you. They cannot talk, because my cousin's not speaking to me right now, but I let her know the truth. And I bet you, just like she did the last time, she knows, even though she don't talk to me, she got herself mad at me. When she's going through something, she'll come knock on my door, or that phone will ring, and I will listen. But she knows what's going to come with me listening. It's ultimately going to be the truth. You have to love yourself. If you got to be by yourself, it's not the end of the world. I don't understand what females say. Oh, I can't be by myself. I need a man. I don't like being by. If you have a child, you're not by yourself. Do it for the child. You got children. You never by yourself with a child. Never. And if you don't have children and you don't like being by yourself, you're not alone. God is everywhere. When you find yourself lonely or weak at that moment, and you want someone to talk to, you know, do whatever with, think about God, pray to God, read the Bible, do something, keep your mind off you being lonely at the moment. You know, it's many things you could do. Get an activity, a hobby, or something to keep you occupied. You don't have to always have a man to be happy. A man doesn't define who you are. They never will, and it never has. If being in a relationship defines you, and you need that to be happy, you need to do some soul searching. Because I can tell you right now, I'd rather be single like I am now than deal with having to be in a relationship and not be happy, and always having to wonder what he's doing, who he's doing it with, and where he's at any time of night. I ain't got time for that. That's something I never, never. I'm not that type of female. I set my boundaries, and let you know, you cross them one time, you know, you may get a second chance, depending on what the situation is. But I watched my mom go through so much junk growing up that no, I have a high tolerance, and I have a low tolerance for bullshit. I really do. I don't care if you male or female. No, a very low tolerance. I don't do with bull. It's not, me and bull don't get along. That's bull. I'm over here. We go two separate ways on two ends of a different spectrum. Just saying, on the same spectrum. I'm sorry, but I mean, it ultimately comes to, and if you ever find yourself that you're needing someone to talk to, even if you have to do like I did. I have a journal. It was not a journal. I bought it. I'll probably need a couple more before the year's out. This is where I put thoughts, whatever I'm thinking. If I just need to get something off my chest, might as well say a journal, but it's not really a journal because there's other stuff that goes in here as well. But this is what, if you like to write. If you want to type it down, put it in your phone or your notes, do that. Whatever you have to do to get that off your chest, for you to be sane and for you not to be miserable in something that you're not happy with and just accepting bull, do it. Do whatever you have to do. And I encourage you, if you're in that type of relationship, to evaluate what's important to you. Do you really need that man? Even guys, do you really need that woman? Do they make you happy? Or are you just in it? Or are you just settling? Are you happy in the relationship? Like, what is exactly, if you're not, what exactly is making you stay? Do you feel like you're not able to get anything else? Do you need to work on yours? Most of the time, everyone, you never stop working on yourself. Never, ever, no matter how old you get, never stop working on yourself. There's always something that you can learn, always something that can be improved. Life is a process. Use it. The sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. Take advantage of anything. Learn new languages. Experience new things. Get out of your comfort zone. And that's what I have to. That's what I'm dealing with now. Getting out of my comfort zone. I'm not more so just stuck in a box, but there's certain limitations that I would do depending on the situation or what's going on. Learn to break out of those comfort zones. Get out of the box, go to whatever. Experience new things, try new things, evaluate where you are, and even if you have to do it a couple times a year, I mean, it's no problem. Even people who aren't in a messed up relationship, you still take the time out to think about, okay, is this good, or what is this I'm doing? You know, think about things before you do them. Don't just rush into something off the spur of the moment, because even if they are big life-changing situations, you never rush into. But always have the ability, seek first God or whoever you may believe in. But I personally am a Christian, and I know the cousin, you can be like, what? But there's something I'm working on. But I only tend to do it when, you're passionate about something, depending on what it is. But seek first God, evaluate yourself, and never let anyone down you. Never. You are so much more than the bull. You're so much more than the mental abuse, physical abuse, whatever it is. You're so much more. You can't look at another person and be like, oh, she's beautiful and I'm not. And everybody has different standards, opinions, whatever you want to call it. Everyone sees beauty differently. And I know that's a cliche, oh, you just saying that because, whatever. Everybody has a different standard of beauty. Take the US, for example. If you look at our models compared to those in Europe starts their modeling at maybe a size 4. They don't do anything less than a size 4, I think, because they don't want you looking too skinny. A lot of models from the US, they turn away because it's not portraying a healthy image. That type of thing. Here you can be a size 8. I think size 8 is plus size. Like, when did 8 become plus size in America? Really? I'm just saying those are two different standards of beauty. One's portraying a really unhealthy and one is not. So you have to look at yourself as a whole. If you don't like something, work on it. If you think you're too big, exercise, lose a couple pounds, change your eating habits. If you don't, you can always dye your hair. If you want plastic surgery, if you can afford it, do it. That's on you, no judgment. Hey, if that's what you want, do it. If it's something that you feel like you need to improve on the inside, always look to that. Always look to better improve yourself. Not condoning plastic surgery, but if you feel like, hey, whatever, it's your body, do you. Just saying, do you. But love yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Love yourself, be who you are, and never let anyone take you for granted, make you feel like you're worthless or useless, because I know how that feels. Even though, whatever, I'll put a stop to it, but never let anyone do that to you. You're so much more than that. So that's all I wanted to let you guys talk to you guys about. Until next time, stay blessed, and I'll talk to you guys later.